Good evening from Contemporary Asheville. Gary and Francisco here to welcome you into our home away from home. We hope this finds you, family, and friends well and getting the support that you need during this time. As we celebrate our 4th year as Contemporary Asheville, we're excited to think ahead to celebrate the arts with art, dance, and the written word. As soon as we're able, that celebration will take place at the Wortham Center of the Arts. This evening, we celebrate participants and Asheville artists Nelson Reyes, choreographer and dance artist, and Eduardo Sosa, fashion designer and graphic artist. They will discuss their creative processes and inspirations. Both of these talented individuals are a part of our presentation of Journey, our collaborative presentations of art and life. Presenting Eduardo Sosa and Nelson Reyes, thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Gary.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers, of course. It's cheers.
Salud.
Happy
Salud.
Easter. Happy spring.
Happy
All
Passover.
together.
Happy Passover.
Happy quarantine.
All
Happy life that we are all healthy and being able to share this with our family.
That's exactly right. Well, my name is Nelson Reyes. I'm a choreographer, and this is...
Eduardo Sosa, and I am an artist and also a graphic designer. And first of all, thank you so much for inviting us and having us here and give us this opportunity.
Yeah, I love the introduction that Gary says. We are home, away from home.
This is
I
home
love
away
that.
from home.
That's how you feel when you come to this place. You feel that you're exactly at home. And I
Aw.
love that.
That's why we need always we need to have wine and vodka.
Exactly.
What else you need?
And what else you need, right? Well, as Eduardo said, thank you so much for having us. It's amazing opportunity for us to share the experience that we have with you guys and with your audience. And let's talk a little bit, I guess, about this project, which is a journey. And Francisco and Gary approached me to see if I was interested in choreograph a dance piece for this project, and I was so excited. First of all, because I believe that all of the artwork that they have in their gallery is dancing somehow. You go around the artwork that they have, they actually dance one way or the other, which I really, really like that. And so we started this project. At the beginning, I thought it's gonna be far away, but one day, Francisco and Gary already came with date. And they say April 25th. I was like, oh, okay, let's start it. Then I got 2 amazing dancers, and then we start exploring movements. And then next step, I got Eduardo involved, not only to do a costume design, which he will talk about that, but also to be part of the project. And this is the first time that I getting someone that is not a dancer, but is an artist in a different area to be part of the choreography. I think the project is amazing, and the process, which I later will talk a little bit more, it was also amazing. So
Yes, like Nelson said, we were invited to collaborate. Me as an artist, is the first time that actually give me the chance to put my hands on a design, because usually I just work in the part of making a sketch, doing the concept, working in the idea. And you can see I have from the beginning the first idea to start working with the sketches, and this is just rough. When we were start talking, what do you want? What are we gonna be using to create this? What are you gonna project in the scene? So that's when we start. This is the very, very first draft. Then we start talking more like getting more like conceptual, and getting more like in the fact to making it possible. So as Nelson said, this is the first time that we are making like a very eclectic piece, because it has a lot of mixed media. It has, of course, dance. It has a lot of creativity in the process, that's costume design. Also inviting me to be part of the piece in being illustrated in live, parallelly what is going to be supporting the dance piece, to help him to link the story about this project that is called Journey.
Eduardo, question for you. Can you show us one or some of your real designs,
Please.
to see how that evolves? And Nelson, please let us know later on, while he's or after Eduardo talks about this piece, other parts of the choreography process.
As you can see, when we start talking about the idea, what does he want? He told me about the idea, this is going to be a journey. We want to talk about that act of movement that takes people from one stage to another stage, regardless of whatever migration the whole concept could mean. So for me, when he told me what the element that I'm going to have available to work with, he told me that I'm going to have 2 female dancers. So that's starting with the idea for me to use a tie, which is a very masculine element in fashion, to beautify a feminine figure. So a tie has a lot of meanings because it's just 100% decorative element. It doesn't provide you keeping dry, keeping warm. It's just about giving you aesthetics, and also since the past also means give you a status. So if we go to the beginning of the tie, you're gonna find that it was even used mandatory for royal gatherings, and then it gives you the status. So for me, to use a tie is gonna be worn by female dancers, giving that strength with a visual element, and plus whatever those dancers are trying to achieve in that journey. So
Perfect. Now we will reach to Nelson and continue with you in a second.
Well, this is the beginning of the sketch that Eduardo did. That was the first one, and the reason why I want to show this is actually how the costume design somehow inspired me to start in the process of the creation. So you see a suitcase there, and you see one of these, and black supporters on ankles, knee, and actually they're going to be on elbows and wrist. All of those, it really inspired me to create the creation of the process, because when I started the piece, I was thinking immigration. Immigration is definitely a topic that it really passions me, not only because I'm an immigrant, but because everything that is around immigration, I do not want to concentrate in the hard part. We all went to a hard moment when we immigrate somewhere. You just want to concentrate in what we achieve doing that immigration. In fact, I just read an article, very interesting, and I believe nowadays most of the people are immigrating, are living in a place that they immigrate, not necessarily in a place that they're born, which is very, very interesting actually. And immigration also brings you so much material to work with. For instance, this suitcase, when I saw this for the first time, immediately it linked my head into some kind of transportation yourself from point A to B. It can be an airplane, it can be in a boat, it can be a bicycle. And when I talk about immigration, it's not necessarily immigrate from country to country. You can immigrate from relationship to relationship.
It can be a project that you
From
have
word to
never
word, right?
tackled, and because now you are confined, is the first time that you decide to go somewhere else out of your comfort zone.
Exactly, that is exactly right.
Should we go
Please,
to
go
Eduardo
for
and
it.
keep this amazing
Yeah.
conversation?
Right, so we have the second corset here, and let's talk about also part of when Nelson was connecting what he was saying about migration. We can always see that the reasons for somebody to take decision to migrate, it could be out of choice, it could be out of necessity, but it's always something behind that challenge you to make that decision. So a corset for me is a stiff element that provides that support that probably somebody will need to embrace yourself and empower you to pursue something, to face any risk that this process will bring you.
That's a very powerful
parallel.
parallel.
So that's what actually, and usually, another fact that I want to say about corsets, they usually originally wear an undergarment. For me, this is an out garment to like an armor for a warrior that is ready to begin a journey.
Absolutely. Nelson, would you like to talk with us about the different elements of your of the piece?
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that I mentioned before, that I was so proud to get invited to work with you guys, because I really believe that the artwork here dance, like for example this piece, this is a dance. As you see, there's a lot of movements in there. It may be a lot of dancers, it may be a lot of people who are moving around, but definitely it's a dance piece for me. What I want to talk about now is about the dramaturgy that is involved in the piece. You can see a beautiful movements that it don't give you a message that can be done by a great sport person. But this time we need an artist to do this project. And I got Diana Cabrera. Diana Cabrera was a principal dancer at Danza Contemporánea de Cuba. And I got Sarah, which is also an amazing local dancer here from Asheville. Perfect duet, two girls that they merge each other, and amazing, tremendous, really good. They know what to do, and they follow my instructions really well. And we all three together, I think, making a great piece. I believe that we have been saying pretty much everything about the work. I don't want to give in too much.
Because they have to come for the opening.
Exactly,
of the piece.
And we don't know when this is going to be, but it's going to be soon, I promise.
Absolutely. Eduardo, are you ready for your explanation of the next costume
Eduardo
design?
inspired me so much, I guess. He challenged me in this piece a lot.
These creative people are very difficult. They take a lot of time to prepare.
Yeah, and then part of the design that, like, again, I'm gonna reiterate the idea of an armor. You know, every people who decide behind every single migrant that go through a journey, regardless legal status, regardless reasons to do it, there is a dream. There is always the need to look for a better life, regardless facing any type of risk. Just looking for that potential reward that this process will take you. So this is just another assembly of an armor. It's like again, using very masculine elements to beautify a female
Absolutely.
body. Mm-hmm.
I think that we have to do a new series and keep this conversation going, because it
I love the way the
seems
fashion interacts with the art.
absolutely, and definitely it's a great material for a show that combines fashion and art and the cross-pollination of both. So
Definitely.
Nelson and Eduardo, thank you so much. This to be continued, and everyone, once this quarantine ends, we will go to the theater, celebrate art, celebrate dance, and have some cocktails at the gallery, many cocktails at the gallery.
Okay.
Happy Easter, happy Passover, happy spring. We love you all. Thank you.
Bye.